So Zach, welcome back to the interview area here at Marco Simone. You've made your first pairing announcements this evening at the opening ceremony. Can you just sum up for us how you're feeling ahead of the opening foursomes matches?
Yeah, feel great. Really at peace where things are. Extremely confident in our 12 guys.
Excellent. So we'll go down front with Cameron first.
Hey, Zach. A lot of guys would have thought that JT and Spieth would have been probably in either the first match, or if not in the first match, then the second match. They're not in any match. Just was sort of wondering how you're thinking about that.
Well, the gist of it is we've got 12 guys. Unfortunately, I can't play all 12 each session, and so at some point somebody's got to sit. It's a golf course that demands a lot out of you physically, and so I think it's an ideal situation where you don't necessarily want to play everybody all 5 sessions. I'm not saying that's what we're going to do, but you're taking everything into account. So not only that, but the 8 guys I have down on paper are the ones that we feel best put us in the position to get off to a great start, obviously, and then trying to fill in the holes for the next technically 3 tandems, but 4 sessions.
Okay, stay on the left.
Justin and Jordan have played together in foursomes before, so I just wondered what your thought process was not to start them tomorrow morning. Is it a thing of form on either side of the players, or
is it what? I'm sorry.
Is it a form thing, recent form thing to do with either the players,
sure.
And at what stage did you decide that they wouldn't go out tomorrow morning?
Well, there's a lot of things that I'd like to keep internal there, but at the same time, I have the utmost confidence in these 8 and the utmost confidence in Jordan and Justin. I know we're talking about a great tandem, but it's a situation where it's not about their form. They're playing great, so it's really just a matter of trying to dissect all 5 sessions.
Okay, we'll go down front left here.
Yeah. You sent out the world #1 in your opening group, so why have you done that if it's not the obvious? And how do you think your opening pairs, Scotty and Samuel, it's a very fiery pair in John and Tyrrell. How do you think that opening match will go?
Well, again, I'm confident in every 8, all these guys that I have on my side. I know they're up against a very bona fide opponent, all 8 of ours versus all 8 of theirs. Obviously, we're very confident in putting Scotty and Sam out. You got some experience in there, and you've got some chemistry in there as well. Those guys want to get after it, and I'm confident that they can do that.
Okay, just right next to you, Neil. We're going to pass it to Suzanne.
Coming back to how they found the hills and the ups and downs and the weather and the heat, which has been very testing and will be for the next couple of days. How do you see that?
I'm sorry, I cannot hear you.
Sorry, I'm coming back to your question about
yes, ma'am.
Because resting some people about
yes.
the hills, and how has the team adapted, not having played here before?
Sure.
Like the Europeans have.
Sure.
To the heat, the weather, etc.
Sure. Well, we from the very, very beginning of this process, we have explained what was probably going to transpire. We knew it was going to be a warm week, certainly the warmest Ryder Cup that I've ever been associated with. You compound that with the hills, it's going to be a difficult task physically. More than that, the preparation that we did 2 weeks ago when we came here as a team is helping us for this week. So we are familiar, we were familiar with the golf course, with the exception of a couple, before we got here this week. So, I think that practice round trip allowed us to really take it slow in our preparation Monday through Thursday.
Okay, we're going back left.
Hey, Zach. The second group out, 2 rookies. Obviously, Max played in the President's Cup, but it's two Ryder Cup rookies. Was there? What's kind of your philosophy on that, or is it like? I guess coming into this, would you have imagined putting 2 rookies out there? Because you would think, well, rookie with a...
Yeah, well, I mean, history will show, and you can look it up, that being a rookie is really almost irrelevant. And one of them, the way we look at it, is not. So, yeah, I mean, he hasn't played in a Ryder Cup, but he knows team matches. He understands the elements of what's going on, and those two guys bond and mesh so well together on and off the golf course that it's a very natural fit, both as a tandem and for the golf course. So zero hesitation. I mean, and again, the stats will show that, you know, they're being a Ryder Cup rookie, in some regards, is actually, well, I'm not going to get in the weeds, but it's not a bad thing.
Okay, and just staying in that area.
Hey, Zach, victories obviously at the 2007 Masters, 2015 Open Championship, probably the two greatest venues in golf. They've defined your career. A team victory here at the Ryder Cup in Rome. How do you think that would stack up against them? And, you know, how would that, you know, embellish, enhance your legacy? Yeah,
well, I mean, I'm going to be lying to you if I said it. This is an absolute distinct honor for me. To represent my country, to represent this team, and all the many people with the PGA of America and down the list. If what you said does come to fruition, I hope that the win goes on those 12 guys. I'm here to help them play their best. That's the way I see it. That's the way I've approached it. That's the way my mentality is. Try to take all the noise and periphery and everything outside the ropes, take whatever could be difficult off their shoulders onto mine so they can go do what they do. And hopefully Sunday, those 12 do exactly what you just said.
Okay, over in the far right, please, Zach.
Zach, as you announced your names of your players one by one, you announced Brooks's name, and there seemed to be a little bit of an adverse reaction with one or two people in the crowd.
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Sorry, that's Scottish accent.
That's okay.
There seemed to be a bit of an adverse reaction when Brooks's name was read out. One or two people gave him a bit of stick, I think. I don't know if you heard it, and if you did,
and
if it did happen, is that the type of thing that would fire him up?
I didn't hear anything. It's hard to hear from the stage. I mean, you can hear. But as far as something specific like that, I did not hear anything. I know Brooks well enough to know that he's very secure in himself, and I know that his 11 teammates are very secure in him. So the way we approach it, that's all that's important. I didn't hear anything other than applause for the guys I mentioned.
Thank you. Back over to the front left.
Zach, I'm curious with the Homa-Harmon pairing and the Fowler-Morikawa pairing, just the origin of the idea. Was it something that a captain thought this might be a good idea? Was it something the statistical model spit out and said you may want to consider this? What was the sort of seed of those?
Yes, all of that. It was all of us collaboratively working together to try to put 4 tandems out that best get us off to a good start, and 4 foursomes. I mean, more than that, you know, you're talking to your 12, you're talking to everybody, and you know, it's not just you're trying to fill in not just these 8 blanks. You're trying to fill in 32 blanks plus the 12 singles matches. So, you know, it's a matter of strategically looking at it all the way down the list, if that makes sense.
But I guess to put it more simply, the analytical models did like those pairings.
That's a part of the consideration. That's a part of why we do what we do. I don't think that's any secret. Yeah, we utilize and we try to leave no stone unturned when it comes to everything we do. There is a lot of collaboration. There's a lot of discussion. And yes, you're data crunching. You're dealing in the objective and you're dealing in the subjective, and you're trying to mold that into one.
right in back with Bob.
Hey, Zach, just curious, in the last couple of days leading up to this, was there any personal angst for you in either writing and or delivering the opening ceremony speech? And how does it maybe compare to with any golf nervousness that you might have ever had?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm very, well, I'm human, number one, but number two, I think I'm probably more comfortable inside the ropes at what I do more times than anything. I mean, it's my job, so yeah, I mean, I say that. I mean, I still get nerves on the golf course, and yes, I had nerves going on the podium up there, but I'm very much at peace where things are. I was very prepared, just like I do. I'm very prepared. I try to be very prepared at everything I do. I don't know if you call that calculated, but the nerves are there, but the confidence is also there because I've put in the work, and we've done that together. Whether it's standing up there and delivering a speech that I'll never forget, or putting these tandems together, or going to play golf myself. I mean, ideally, there's a lot of calculation and work that goes in that breeds confidence.
Okay, staying on the left with Doug.
Zach, 20 plus years playing this game. I mean, there's a lot of negativity, a lot of negative thoughts over shots over anything except for Webb Simpson, I think. But as a captain, in quiet moments, have you battled any type of such negative thoughts?
Can you elaborate on that? I guess I don't understand.
Nervousness, thinking what could go wrong, worried about things like that as you get ready for a tournament, for a round, whatever. Has any type of negativity that you battle as a golfer? Speaking English too, man.
What? Yeah, I mean, again, I'm human. It's natural to have negative thoughts. Certainly I've had them. At the same time, I think I've got the mentality of be able to understand those things in a pretty quick and efficient manner, and I can flip a negative thought, negative premise, notion into a positive pretty quick. I mean, a dumb example is, you play golf and, man, he shot 71, could have been 68. Why wasn't it 68? Well, it's because of this. Well, now I know what I got to work on, right? And that's a positive. I've figured out what would allow me to shoot that number. When it comes to things like this, I've learned so much from my vice captainships, from my current vice captains who were captains before me. And I'm at peace with whatever comes my way. Again, I can't stress that enough. Like, I've learned a lot. I know I'm going to make mistakes, but when it comes down to it, just like the previous question, everything is very thorough. We know it's not a perfect science. There comes a point where you just got to let your thoroughbreds run, and I think we're at that point. But I'm confident in the approach we've had up to this point.
Right, over on the right with Phil.
Zach, a light-hearted question, but Fred Couples famously said that Cameron Young would definitely be on your team, and then he said earlier this week that JT and Jordan would play all 4 sessions. Are you just using him to spread disinformation?
Well, I mean, maybe you shouldn't believe everything Fred says.